Hey guys, I'm LYZABETH Lopez, registered holistic nutritionist and master trainer, and I have one of my besties here. This is SAFIYA, who I love. She's an hourglass. Do you see all of this happening here? Today we're going to talk about hip dips, which neither of us currently have.
The dips. Okay.
It's also known as like the violin hips, where we've got that space where it can kind of just dip in on some people, and this can be seen as a beautiful curve on the woman's body, but it's actually become one of the #1 questions that I'm getting in my inbox. So I thought, let's address it. So I brought Saf here today. She's going to demonstrate some of the exercises that we're going to show you that we can help to decrease the hip dip a bit and just try to help fill it out with a little bit of muscle, things that we can control. Just know that you cannot change your bone structure, okay? Very important. So there's only so much you can do, and some people are genetically blessed but also work very, very hard. So just know that we can't change the bone structure, but there are things we can do, and some of the things we can do is we can actually help to create an illusion of hips. So we are about to show you some exercises. We're going to show you some home ones and some gym ones, but first, just with the illusion, and this is kind of like an hourglass technique type of thing, is if you work on cinching your waist, okay, and I've got at least 3 videos that talk about this, which is like Pilates breathing, Pilates zip up, where we pull in the ribs, we pull in the waist, we pull up the kegels, and we flatten, and we practice walking down the street, doing all our core stuff and everything. And when you can see, when this is nice and small, this will look fuller, okay? And that's just kind of like an illusion type thing as part of hourglass technique training. And then as well, if you round out your shoulders a little bit more and you do some shoulder training, that makes your waist look smaller just by the illusion of it being wider. And then if the waist is cinched in and the shoulders are fill out, then this just kind of gives you that really nice shape. So,
thank you.
Right?
Thank you.
She's like, okay, I'll take all of this.
Fine.
So we are now going to show you some exercises that can help hit the gluteus medius, or the side of the bum, just to kind of help give that illusion of fuller hips and a fuller side booty. Saf, are you ready to show everybody?
I guess.
All right, then. I'll take that as a yes. So we're going to start off with some things that you can do at home. Say hi, Coco.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Pop had to come and hang out with us. Okay, so the only thing you need for the home training is booty bands. So we're gonna let Saf put these on. We're just gonna do one for now because we're gonna start off with clamshell. Okay, clamshell can be done with or without booty bands. So if you don't have one, you can still do the exact same movement that she's about to do. So we're gonna get Saf to lie down on the floor. Fabulous. And we're gonna get her knees at about a 90-degree angle, like so. Heels in line with the glute, so right here. We want to make sure her hips are stacked. Okay, so what does that mean? It's one hip directly on top of the other, versus if she leans back like this, she's gonna start hitting other muscles and not this one. So Saf is gonna dig her heel and toe into each other, point her toes, and she's gonna drive her knee up, and she's almost gonna thrust her hips slightly forward as she tries to find the gluteus medius, which is right here. Touch your gluteus medius, so you know where it is, and feel the burn, and then slowly lower, and bring it back up again. And flex that booty. Good. Now notice that she's staying stacked the entire time. Good, meaning she's not, show me the lean back if you were like struggling and you were trying to, that's the lean back. You're not hitting your bum. You still feel your bum that way? A little bit because of the band, right?
Yeah.
But if you didn't have the band and you were just clamshelling, you wouldn't. There's another version of this that I have named the booty blast, which is where we add the second band.
Don't like it.
Now we're not doing, there's a partner booty blast that we do, but most people I don't think work out with partners. So she's gonna lift her whole leg, knees and ankles, and now we've got the booty blast. Woo! Isn't that good?
Really good.
It's really good.
Really good.
She's loving it so much right now. I'm glad I'm not doing it. I'm just chilling right here. Saf is getting her bum all built from the side. Okay, so that was called the booty blast. Now we're gonna have her stand up with the double booty band on.
Thank God I'm coordinated.
And we're gonna have her do her booty band side steps.
Okay.
So she's going to walk. Now there's different ways that you can do this. So let's talk about a few different ways, and we're just gonna switch it up as she does it. So the first one, and walk on back, or you're gonna go right out of set. There you go. Now first one, I want you to stay level. So it's kind of squat walking, or as my Dr. Lauren calls it, sumo walking. Good. So we're doing that one, and we want to make sure, here's the things you want to keep. You want to make sure as you step, and hold as you step out this time, so just kind of hold your, yep, is that knee, I like to make sure it's tracked with that second toe. If you walk and you leave your knees like this as you walk, so step and let your knees just kind of stay sunken in and show what not to do.
Okay, so do bad form?
Do bad form, please.
Okay.
Actually, let me show you a few things that I see regularly with bad form. So can I get you to quarter angle yourself to the camera? Thank you. Okay, the things I see most often in the bad form would be the rounded back, good, and the sunken knees. So let's do a few steps like this with a sunken knee. Nope, you're doing proper form again. Round your back, girl, round it. Yeah, she doesn't even
It's kind of hard.
It's like, I don't know how to do this. So yeah, so it's a lot of this, right, with this. And this is very, yeah, so this is what we don't want to do, and she's still not even doing it as bad as I see it sometimes. So that's the back that we don't, show us what we want to see. That is called neutral spine. Why? Because we have the natural curve. If she was standing up like this, show us she's just standing up, she would have this same neutral spine, and she's, I'm gonna punch you. This is a form thing. She has her core nice and strong. If you don't know what that feels like, laugh right now, just laugh at home. Ha ha ha, right? Now when your abs are turned on and you're flexing. So get back into your proper form. This is what to do. Thumbs up, there we go. Strong core. I go ahead and walk, and I can punch her, right? At any time.
Sure.
Because her core is turned on, her spine is in neutral, she's driving her toe open in line with second toe. She's not bouncing, right, SAFIYA? There we go, and come back again. Good. And this is the proper side walking. Now, if you want to make it a bit more intense, are you ready to make it more intense, SAFIYA?
Yeah, let's do it.
You're not going to come in too far. You're going to stay pretty wide the entire time. Now, what that's going to do is keep tension on the booty. So we're keeping it low for tension from the squat, and now we're keeping further tension by doing really small but wide constant steps. Let's see it. Yes, keep it wide, and keep it low. Isn't that more fun?
So much fun.
Even less.
So much fun.
And come back. Keep wide. So really little. They're like small. You're used to big steps? Yeah, they're really small. They're really small and very little, like a model. You know how back in the day, I should get a book. Just keep it on her head. She's doing great. So this is the side walking, and this is like super proper form. That was fantastic. Woo! Let's go on to another exercise. So we're gonna walk over to the bench. Now, SAFIYA knows how to do this, so I'm just gonna let her walk in and start while I chit chat with you. So what she's doing is she's getting to just below the scapulas, which is kind of those chicken bone things that stick out of your back. So this is where you want the bench, okay? I have a whole video on how to hip thrust properly, so if you wanna see a million ways to do this, all about your do's and your don'ts for how to do it, SAFIYA, neutral spine. So as your bum comes down, your head comes up. Thank you. Then you can check the video. I will link it in the description box below. Now, what we're doing here is we're not just doing a regular hip thrust. She's going to, are you ready for this? As you come up, drive your knees open as hard as you can, even if it means your feet are like totally opening. And now come down, I want to keep it wide the whole time. The whole time, but with an extra squeeze at the top. And now, yes, and she knew what we were doing next. Yes, and then we can do a couple reps at the top. Let's do a fun add-on game. Do you want to try this at home? Just came up with it in my head.
Let's do it.
So she's gonna drop her hips down. She's gonna bring them up, and she's gonna do 1 rep. And then she's gonna drop her hips down, and she's gonna come up. Do we see where we're going? 2 reps, 1 and 2. Let's go to 5. Okay, drop hips down, and she's gonna go 1. Do you feel it?
Yeah.
Right where we wanna feel it? We're getting those hips. We're gonna round out the side of the bum, okay? Is it good?
It's really good. It's really good.
It's really good. And SAFIYA is all about telling the truth, especially when it comes to training.
Yeah, it's really good.
So, okay, we feel it's good. We're gonna move on to the next exercise. Thank you, SAFIYA. So we're gonna need some ankle weights for this. We're gonna show the fire hydrant. Can someone please get me some ankle weights? Ankle weights. That was priceless. Okay, so we're gonna put these on. You really only need 1, but you can be pre-prepared and put 1 on each ankle. Or if you're hardcore like SAFIYA, you can put 2 on 1 ankle, right, SAFIYA?
Oh my God, let's do it.
Right? So we're doubling that weight. So these aren't that heavy though, they're only 2.5 pounds each. Go on with your 5 pounds,
I was saying they
girl.
were feeling a little bit light.
Okay, so come on up. Yeah, bring it up right here. That is where we're trying to hit, and bring it back down. Now the goal is not about how high or whatever you get, it's about actually, do you see? You know what I love? I love the involuntary shake. If you can close up, that muscle is quivering. Can you see it? Can you see? I can see it right there. This is the muscle, and it is quivering right at the top where she's flexing, which means she's flexing her bum, and her bum, the side of it is going to grow, which is when she even just do a little dip like that, and it will be all luscious and side booty luscious-ish. Okay, so that is your, can you get higher? Can you really, yes, and really, really squeeze? But notice one thing is that she is keeping her hips quite square, meaning she's not opening, and show me wrong, show me opening, yeah. See when you open your whole body, you're no longer working this. Really important, so that would be the no. Show me the no one more time. When your whole body opens and you're just like, you're using everything but your bum, basically. When you keep it square, it's like she was doing the whole time, which is why she can't raise very high. She's using the booty. Okay, so we've got one more exercise for home, and then we're gonna show some gym exercises. Are you ready? Now we can leave the ankle weights on for this and just put one on the other leg, because she's a very strong girl, and nothing wrong with a little bit of weight on this.
So I remember these back in the day.
Yay, these are the best. Okay, now I love these. We've showed them in another video as well, but I can't get into them, so they're all good. So she's gonna come up and she's going to flex. Good, and she's gonna flex. I want her to come open a little bit. So as you come up, I want you to open. Open, good. And then you're gonna go down. So come up and then open, just so we can hit. So we're hitting a lot of things. We're hitting low back, we're hitting booty, we're hitting this side booty, we're hitting under booty. So this is hitting like a whole area here. And these are probably, do you love them? They're like one of my favorite exercises.
Love them so much.
So much, so much. So you'll also see this in our low back video, because it's fantastic, and it will be also with SAFIYA. So thank you very much. I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Okay, let's show you some gym exercises, guys, and I'm also going to list a little workout that you can do with these exercises at your house to work on the side booty hip area. Here we go, gym stuff. So this is one of my favorite exercises for hitting the side of the bum and into the hip area. So this is the abductor machine, because you are abducting away. And here we go, Safi's gonna show you the basics of it. Now, the one thing that I find that people do not do correctly, so let's do the little, don't do this, okay, is they just kinda open and close. So do it without the squeeze. Just open and close, and open and close, and open and close. So it's kind of like, I compare it to doing a bicep curl, like this, okay? Not very much, you're kind of just stressing your elbow. Okay, it's the same kind of thing. You're just kind of, I would feel like if you're not flexing, if you're just opening, you're almost like, I don't know, a core, not bum, okay? So what you need to do, do this, okay? It would be when she opens, she flexes, so she's actually opening to a purpose of flexing the side of her bum, and I hold that about a second, 1/1000. What about you?
Yeah, how about that?
About
That's
1/1000.
Yeah.
And then see how she's controlling in. So as she comes out, she squeezes, and then she controls her way in. And then do you hear that you're not hearing clicking of the weights? I also hear the nothing. Not clicking of the weights. That's because she's not, and let the weight slam. Let the weight slam. Ready? There it is. That was a real slam.
That was lazy.
That was lazy. You don't want to be slam. Some people, I've seen slam, and I've seen throw. All of those things are the no. So yeah, and see how she's touching each time? That means she's lost tension. You always want to have tension. So I even would say, don't even come in to a point of rest. You want a constant tension on those glutes. So the timing, we're going to show you two different timings. We're going to show the timing she was just doing, which is out, hold for 1/1000, and then control in. And the second one we're going to show you, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're going to go 3 seconds out and 3 seconds back in.
Okay.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, flex. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, flex. And 1, 2, 3, and stop. How did that feel?
I could definitely feel that.
Okay, did it feel different than the first one?
Yeah, so it was a lot more tension.
Okay, so it was a lot more tension. It was more challenging. That's time under tension. And you can play with that and it becomes a whole new exercise. Yes?
Yes.
Woo! Okay, we're gonna show you another gym exercise. Here we go. So, We are getting to the lever squat machine. Now, this one here that we have at our studio is the lever squat. Some people might have a hack squat. They might do it on Smith machine, or they might just do like a typical barbell squat, or just a squat with no weights whatsoever. It doesn't matter. What we've done is if you can see it, we've added a little booty band around SAFIYA's legs. Now, where you place the booty band, we like to place it just above the knees, but if your band is skinnier or it's not meshing with your pant material, it may roll up and become a little mini skirt, okay, of sorts. So if it doesn't feel good and it's rolling for you above the knee, you might want to put it below the knee. So Saf's gonna get on in and she's gonna start squatting. The reason we put the booty band on is that when we're doing our squats, the squats, technically they hit the whole leg, okay? So they do hit the gluteus medius, they hit the gluteus maximus, the back, they hit your quads and your hamstrings. But a lot of people, when they're doing them, their knees fall in, okay? So meaning her knees would come together, which is not a good thing, and that's where we have weak gluteus mediuses, so, or side of the bum. By adding the band here as she squats, she has to drive her knees open against the resistance of the band while squatting on the way down and up, which makes the side of the bum super strong. It's also good for knee health, and this is an overall great exercise for the whole booty, the whole legs, and the side of the bum. Let's show another exercise. Thanks, Saf. Okay, so that was the exercises that we showed you today for the hips or the gluteus medius. And as much as I know you want to look at SAFIYA and say, this is probably all genetic, but I've known SAFIYA for many, many years, and I see her in class, and we've seen her in training. She worked very hard for this. This is a lot of lunges and squats and deadlifts and all of these moves she's very familiar with, yes?
Yep.
On a weekly basis.
Yep.
On a weekly basis. So this is something, and you do them with weights.
Oh, completely.
Pretty heavy weights, and she really contracts, which is a huge part of it. So for you guys, if you want to get some luscious hips, remember you can't change your bone structure, but you can definitely add some muscle. So on behalf of me and Saf, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Please show her some love in the comments below and say, hey SAFIYA, good job on that booty.
Thanks.
If you liked the video, please give us a like, share it with your friends. Hi, Coco.
Bye.
And we will see you guys next week. Peace out. Bye.